The last time the AMA Pro ATV Motocross Championship met at Millville, Minnesota Spring Creek, Joel Hetrick needed a win and started the day with the early lead. Defending champ Chad Wienen found himself playing catch-up again. A heated battle for second with Thomas Brown gave Hetrick all the room he needed to stretch it out and take the Moto 1 win. Then in Moto 2, Hetrick grabbed the hole shot once more, but the champ was close in tow. It wasn't long before Wienen let loose in the rough sandy rollers of Millville to take the lead. And then the unexpected by Chad Wienen, a rare mistake allowing Hetrick by to regain the lead to take his third win of the season. Will Wienen bounce back today at Unadilla, or will the kid close the point gap?
Oh, we are set for a thriller at Unadilla, the NYCM Insurance ATV National Round 8 of the Wiesco ATV National Motocross Series, presented by CST Tires, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. Big crowd gathering here in upstate New York. Got the three-wheeler races on hand for the second straight year here. Lots of great amateur racing, all on one of the most famous motocross tracks in the world. But the pros are what everyone is focused on. Nick Janusa, a local product out of New Jersey, considers this a home race. Here's Dylan Tremellin's machine. Ronnie Higerson, 665. Wesley Wolf, been opening some eyes, a young up-and-coming talent. Sean Taylor, back in black on the 39. Sammy Rowe on the 38. Cody Jansen's 25. And the veteran Josh Upperman, always a contender with the Root River Motorsports squad. Brent Musick and Wes Lewis getting their machines prepared. Silas Lamons. And 28 is Jeff Rastrelli, battling, trying to get his first ever race win. And good to see Joe Bird out here on the number 7. Bird's won a lot of titles in this series, but so is this man, Chad Wienen.
Here we are at Unadilla. We got a little rain last night and stuff like that. The track is kind of soft in some spots, and then also like slick in some others. But we're looking forward to the weekend. The point chase is tightening up. We're gonna take it one at a time and just focus on every moto as it comes to us, and not try to do too much. And just that consistency, man. That's what I've always done, and I'm gonna stick with it. And just everything's been going fine. Back home, and it's been busy. And we're coming down to the final stretch of the championship. And we're gonna try and do everything we can to get this 6th straight, and get as many wins as we can and get max points.
Yeah, legit pressure being applied by Joel Hetrick to Wienen, but don't forget the spoilers like Thomas Brown.
All right, we're here at Unadilla MX. Man, it's been a good 2 weeks. Came off a podium at Millville. I'm really pumped on that. Kind of got my season back going in the right direction. But Unadilla has not always been my best track. Out of the years I came here, I think I only have 2 podiums at tops. So, hoping the momentum carries over and we're able to push through and get back up on the box. The weather's not looking fully optimal today, but the radar shows clear skies coming, so let's hope for that for the motos. And man, I'm looking forward to really pushing out and trying to get back up there on the box. It's just been a rough season, but we're getting it turned around and keep the momentum going for the rest of the year.
Yeah, Rastrelli there on the 28, and Brown have had some great battles for podiums this year. Wienen and Hetrick going to get it going in the championship fight. Qualifying is next. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Wiesco, by CST Tires, by Amsoil, and by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Storm clouds gathering over Unadilla. Riders gathering for our riders meeting. This track took on a lot of rain last night, so it is muddy and it is heavy as we go out here for practice. And you can see those storm clouds. It looks like it's going to open back up at any time. So qualifying highlights, you see Wienen and Hetrick out here showing just how fast Unadilla is and just how big the jumps are. And yes, the ATV riders will take them, just like the dirt bike pilots do on this very same racetrack. Nick Janusa throwing it sideways there. 2 different goals here. You want to learn the track, but also this is for gate pick qualifying. Thomas Brown airs it out. The transponders and the stopwatches are running in this one. Here comes Ronnie Higerson, hunkering down off the back of his Honda. Sammy Rowe looking for a top 10 today, jumping out of gravity cavity. Watch the effort it takes to get over some of these jumps. That is awesome. Joe Bird out here. Parker Wawerka on the number 9. Dylan Tremellin going uphill in the 940. And here's Sean Taylor throwing it sideways a bit. Cody Jansen, Brett Music, hard landing there. Silas Lamons throwing it sideways. Hetrick ends up your ATVRiders.com fast qualifier over Rastrelli. So let's check in with Hetrick. Only 1 point down in the series as he aims for his first ever ATV Pro National Championship.
Coming to Unadilla 1 point behind Chad is pretty crazy. I've never been this close at this point of the season, so for me it's just like starting fresh. This for me it's like round one, so I'm gonna go out there and race smart and do what I can. I don't want to do nothing crazy. I had a little get off earlier in the week that slowed me down for the rest of the week. I couldn't ride or do anything really, so it kind of put a hurting on me, but the qualifying today went well. I got first in qualifying and everything was good there. The bike's working awesome. It's looking good for today. The weather's hit and miss. It's a little sprinkling here and there, but I think we'll be good and looking for 2 solid motos, and hopefully you'll see me on the box.
So let's go racing. Qualifying is complete. We'll have 2 motos of coverage here. MAV TV, Unadilla, and ATV National Motocross. Stay tuned. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Wiseco, by CST Tires, by Amsoil, and by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Jason Wygant here to give you the call, ready for our first moto of the day, Wiseco Moto number 1. From Unadilla Valley Sports Center, we got the Rocky Mountain ATV MC helmet cam on Jeff Rastrelli. Let's go. And Joel Hetrick, that is big. Might have the whole shot, but his buddy Rastrelli around the outside of the 28. Can he hold him? No! Hetrick to the lead as we go under the bridge and head toward Gravity Cavity for the first time in race action today. That is big for Hetrick to get this start. If he wins this moto, he can take over the points lead, but you see that shark back there, that red background number 1 plate of Chad Wienen, your series leader. Not a bad start for him. These 3 have been hella fast this year. Rastrelli has shown he can run the pace of these 2. It'll be interesting to watch him play out. And look, he's running the pace. He's looking to make passes. But there might not be a track that hurts so much to get roosted on like Unadilla, but Rastrelli is willing to literally eat rocks. If that means he can set up Hetrick to take over the lead. And as they battle each other, Wienen is right there. Look at Rastrelli just shading toward the inside in every corner. Uh-oh. Wienen has got him in his clutches now. See if Rastrelli can close it down. Yes, able to hold Wienen back. Now over the sky shot. And Rastrelli looking around, trying to figure out where's the attack gonna come from, because Wienen will push. Top of the hill we go, then down into the downhill U-turn, back up across the start straight. Hetrick, Rastrelli, Wienen, your lead pack early. Ronnie Higgerson, a good run in 4th early on. And Sammy Rowe coming through in 5th. Out of Gravity Cavity we go. Higgerson, good run in 4th, keeping the lead trio honest. It's a new section of the track right here as they jump in front of the fans. Gonna work their way back up top. On board with Nick Janusa, not the start he wanted on the Gen USA machine. But he's gonna give us a show at that Rocky Mountain ATV MC helmet cam. Back section of the track, the rollers, and they'll come back down a long straight as Janusa tries to go to work on Rowe. This would be for 5th. Oh, and I don't know where Thomas Brown came from, but he was right in that fight. And now he's in front of Janusa. Janusa and Brown have had some great battles this year as well. They've also been in the thick of it with Rastrelli. They all want to be up where this guy, though, is. Hetrick going through the motions right now on his Elka Liquid Wrench Honda. And he's just starting to dip away from Rastrelli and Wienen a bit. Higgerson, great run in 4th out of Gravity Cavity. Look how smooth the landing is for Hetrick, despite how far he's jumping out of that pit. Whoa, and that was beautiful. I didn't think he could stick to the inside of that corner with the speed he brought in. Sammy Rowe trying to do the same thing, protect the inside from Thomas. Oh! Thomas Brown punts him. And you see Janusa just followed him through, so Sammy Rowe did everything he could. But the intensity of this battle Oh, and Brown a mistake off the track. That's the intensity I'm talking about. He bobbles, and that's going to allow Janusa to get by, and that will be 5th place. Hedrick here continues to lead. Rastrelli and Wienen going at it. Higgerson in 4th. Well, this would be pivotal in the championship of Rastrelli. Oh, no! I was going to say if he could hold off Wienen, not going to happen. Wienen makes the move with authority. Now going to put his head down and charge. Can he go after Hedrick? Rastrelli's going to have to deal with Higgerson. Stay with us. ATV Motocross brought to you by Wiseco and CST Tires, by Amsoil, and by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. We've seen some great racing so far here upstate New York in Unadilla, but now it is a matter of time. Is there time for Chad Wienen to make a run at Joel Hedrick, who's leading this race? Is there time for Ronnie Higgerson in 4th to put a challenge to the 3rd place man, Jeff Rastrelli? Here's your leader, Hedrick. Gap pretty stable right now. So we'll shift back to 3rd, and Higgerson is right in this, battling for a podium in this moto. Here's a corner where Rastrelli got zapped earlier. Oh, and he bogs down big time and cannot get on top of the double. And Higgerson sails by. Higgerson back by Ford Brothers Racing, Root River Motorsports. That's the Baldwin Motorsports machine that he's riding. Mark Baldwin been around this game a lot. Credit to him picking up Higgerson. Higgerson's been putting in the work and might be putting that thing up on the podium. He's had a couple podium finishes in his career, but this might be the most impressive charge yet. But it's not over. Rastrelli hugging that inside line. Higgerson almost couldn't beat him back to it as Hedrick continues to lead. And Wienen not closing much. And time starting to run out. Last lap now. This could be the one. If he holds on to win the moto, Hedrick will have the points lead late in the season for the first time in his career. But Moto 2 will be coming up next, and Wienen will have a shot to get him back. These two, Rastrelli and Higgerson, keep battling for 3rd. There you see the gap. Chad Wienen not able to make a dent in the lead Hedrick has. In and out of gravity cavity we go. What a great race. Can Higgerson hold on for the podium? Woo, Rastrelli's gonna give him everything he's got. Relentless pressure. Good job by Higgerson to block that apex, get to the inside. Oh, but he makes a bobble there, and Rastrelli's got him. Last lap pass for the podium. What a run by Rastrelli on the JB Racing, Root River Racing machine. A little bit further back, you got Josh Upperman battling it out with Thomas Brown. Remember, Brown was off the track earlier. This is just behind Janusa, who's in 5th. Upperman making things happen out here late in this moto. As for Hedrick, there is no drama up front. He has been in control since the opening lap. He grabbed the SSI decals whole shot. He held off Rastrelli. He has himself yet another moto win. And more importantly, now the points lead in ATV Pro Motocross. There you see the top 5, and everyone has to rest and reset because Moto 2 is coming. Track's still wet, skies still haven't opened, but it is a true gamble. It could be a mud race in any minute. Upperman with our Rocky Mountain ATV MC helmet cam. Let's go. Good jump from Upperman. Hedrick almost threw it away, but he's going to hold on for his 2nd SSI decals whole shot of the day. Upperman, good run in 2nd. And just like Rastrelli in Moto 1, he is the pivot man. Wienen starting 3rd has got to get around Upperman and try to give Hedrick a run, or he's going to have to relinquish the points lead officially when the scores are tabulated at the end of the day. And it is not going to be easy to run with Hedrick. He is on rails right now. There you see Wienen in the red gear, trying to make the move on Upperman. And he's going to work the inside, you know it. There he goes. Can he get enough drive through the rollers? Can he shut Upperman off? He does. So we have our 2 title contenders, 1 and 2, early in the 2nd moto. So much on the line right now. For years, Wienen has been able to play the consistency card, but now he's going to have to go all out and catch Hetrick and beat him in this moto. Well, the points lead will switch to the 88 with just 2 races remaining. We're going to Redbud, and then it's the Dirt Days finale at Loretta Lynn's. On board with Rastrelli. Nice block pass. And that's awesome there. Janusa giving you the other side of it. He's the one on the receiving end of that pass. Might not be over between those two. They've had some great races this year. And look at Wienen, sticking a lot closer to Hetrick in this moto. Let's get it on between these two. And these 4. Podium battle raging early here at Unadilla. Janusa gonna try to get Jeff Rastrelli back. And now Thomas Brown in on it. Makes the move on Janusa. Into the rollers we go. It's anyone's race out here at Unadilla. Will it be Hetrick? Will it be Wienen? It's tightening up. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Wiseco, by CST Tires, by Amsoil, and by Rocky Mountain ATV MC. It's a rematch for Moto 1. Ronnie Higgerson, Jeff Rastrelli going all out in a battle for the podium. And our leaders, Hetrick. Here you see him, clear racetrack, but Chad Wienen breathing down his neck. It's all on the line. Hetrick will leave with a 5-point lead today if he can win this moto. And Chad digging so deep on the Walsh Racecraft Wienen Motorsports SSI decals, Maxxis 7240 Yamaha. It's the Elka Liquid Wrench Maxxis Honda of Hetrick up front. Look how close they are. And look how close these two are. Rastrelli and Higgerson hooking it up again. Oh, the fans here at Unadilla have been treated to some great racing. Hetrick airing out the sky shot way over the landing. That's how hard he's pushing. And you see how much roost Janusa has taken on as he's trying to battle his way forward. Upperman and Thomas Brown are ahead of him, then Rastrelli and Higgerson, and then Wienen and Hetrick. Wienen's still there, camped out on the rear grab bar of Hetrick, waiting for a mistake. And Rastrelli's still working Higgerson. This could be the pass. Higgerson got to use the cushion around the outside. Let's see if it works. Wienen is so close. And Rastrelli has third. Oh no! Higgerson off the track. That's that cushion, the soft stuff he was in while trying to hold off Rastrelli, and apparently he has crashed and ruined what might have been his best day ever. Like I said, he's had podiums, but to outduel Rastrelli would have been a big feather in his cap, but he's gonna come up short that late crash. And I'm not so certain that Wienen might not just come up short. He has gotten close to Hetrick, but not quite close enough to show him a wheel. Time running out. Rastrelli now all alone in third. Hetrick is going to have to deal with the pressure. If he can ride error-free to the end, I think this moto is his. And now there's only 1 lap left. Does Wienen have any tricks up his sleeve? And listen to the technique of Hetrick. Great job, low RPM, not spinning, making sure he gets to the top of that hill. Oh, Wienen is still close. It's the battle everyone wanted to see. These two one-on-one, points lead hanging in the balance. Rastrelli got a nice gap on Brown now, who's in third. Gonna just miss the podium today. Joel Hetrick. Pressure was on. He had to deliver to get the points lead. And he's a half a lap away from getting it done. It has been a lifelong journey for Hetrick, who came through the mini ATV ranks. Hetrick Racing built a lot of great machines for him and a lot of others. But now that he's a pro, for the first time, he's a points leader. Chad Wienen gave him everything he had, but is going to end up 2-2 on the day. and a high sign to each other. They took it all the way down to the wire today.
Finished with the 1-1 today. It's super, super amazing. 5 points ahead now. Got that red plate. Hoping to keep it to the end. We got 2 races left, Red Bud and Loretta's. It's going to be epic. It's going to be tough. Chad's not going to let it go easy, I'm sure, but I'm ready for a fight. Today was a heck of a race. Second moto was no joke, but I pulled both starts, and that was definitely the key today. And I'm looking forward to Red Bud and getting in the sand and see what we can do.
Man, that second moto, we had an epic battle with Joel, and man, we just put everything we had. I was just trying to force him into a mistake, and we rode a clean race. He made a couple small bobbles, but it just wasn't enough to really make a move. But I'm really happy with the way that my Wiener Motorsports Yamaha everything rode today, and we got 2 rounds left, and we're heading to Red Bud, and today was a tough track to really pass on, but we needed those starts, and we're gonna go try and do everything we can to get this points lead back. A lot of racing left, 100 points, and now we got the pressure on Joel. He's carrying that red plate, and I think we can put everything we got in these next 2 rounds and try to get this thing back.
Hey guys, just finished up here at Unadilla with 3rd place overall. We're happy, but of course we want to be a little ahead. But it's a good regroup from Millville, and we're back up here on the podium. So I'm super happy, and I think I rode well. Just struggled with the little things, and I'm just so stoked and super happy to be back up here.
Amsoil race recap here real quick. There's Rastrelli on the outside battling Hetrick in Moto 1 for the lead. Hetrick would lock that down. SSI Decals whole shot award. Chad Wienen muscles right through Rastrelli for second. Then Rastrelli got into a great battle with Ronnie Higgerson. Mistake by Rastrelli. Higgerson takes the spot and would hold on for a clutch podium performance until this. Last lap, Rastrelli passes him for 3rd. Hetrick wins the moto over Wienen. Moto 2, another hole shot by Hetrick. Josh Upperman 2nd. Wienen would quickly get around him. Everything was on the line for these guys. Podium battle again between Higgerson and Rastrelli. They chased each other up and down these hills. While up front, the battle everyone wanted. Hetrick and Wienen leaving it all out there on the racetrack in a battle for the race win and the points lead. Here's Rastrelli. He makes the move, gets to 3rd. Higgerson goes down. That secures the 3rd place spot. Hetrick goes 1-1 and now has the points lead in ATV Motocross. Red Bud is next. For everyone at Racer TV, I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.